Wallah biyad isla zivechos tischazem da bam 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 da 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 dam da 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 dam da 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 dam da 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 di da dam da 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 dam. Ay 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 la 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 dum da la da la di da di da da la 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 dum da la 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 dum. Hey ay whoa 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 memo. Hashem Elokeinu v'yishtachavu liyad kodeshoi ki kodesh Hashem Elokeinu. Hey ya yam da la da la dam da la da la da la dam da la da la da la da la dam da la 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 da la dam Chadodi lekraskala Penei Shabbos nekabela Shama v'zachar b'dibarech Hadish meyanu Bam bam da 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 lechadodi la 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 lekraskala da 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 la la penei Shabbos nekabela ben b'tziv nesbecha v'nagila aha 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 aha. L'chaim, everyone. Ira, l'chaim, Ira. Sybil, how are you? Michael, how you doing? Stan the man. L'chaim, everyone. Everyone is right now in a situation where we all need help in some shape or form. We all need something. But if we come and we think a little bit, and we sit down and face reality, and we look at each other here on the Zoom, and we look at our spouses, and we look at our children, and we talk to each other, we see we have it all. Because the main thing is, and nothing else really matters, is good health. Health of our parents, health of our spouses, health of our children, just good health. Everything else, my friends, is brownie points. But I think for a change, it's time to start thinking of what we need, and we have to start thinking of what we are needed for. You know, if we can help one person, I understand everyone's in the same boat, and where we can't go out, and I hear all the excuses. We're locked up. We're not locked up, my friends. We're not locked up. I promise you that. You know who was locked up? People in the Holocaust and the war. They were locked up in the camps. And the ghettos, they were locked up. Us today with Zoom, with the technology, with the iPads and the iPhones and the laptops and the computers and the televisions, and we're not locked up. We haven't made. So we have to start thinking to ourselves, you know what? Forget about what I need, but what am I needed for? You know, every person is sent unto this world for 80 years, 90 years, if he's lucky, 95, 100 years. But we're sent down here for a mission to accomplish. We're not here to be narcissistic and accomplish for ourselves. Because then this whole thing doesn't make sense. When do we leave a mark on this world? By doing for others. By thinking, I'll take less and maybe it's time for me to start giving more. So people have told me, I mentioned this to someone else today, and they said, Rabbi, you know how many sermons you mentioned the same thing about what we have to do for others? I said, yeah, 100%. It's so important. That's what life is all about. I'm not going to change my themes. I'm going to speak about it last year and the year before and this year and the following year and 3 more times this year. Because when we do for someone, we're not only doing for them, we're doing for ourselves also. The world, as I said last time, the world doesn't revolve only around us. Ich, the Anochi, I want, I. Everything is I. No such thing. We all thought that the I is on top of the world. I went to the Broadway shows, and I went to the sports games, and I went to the movie theaters, and I went to the stock exchange, and I went to my office, and I made it. And God says, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You know, I'll prove it to you. It's all closed. Now what are you doing? It's all closed. Get to know your families better, because we've been neglecting our families. Get to do more for your spouses, for your children. Get to do more for your neighbors. Get to do more for the people around you. Stop being wrapped up in yourself, says God. So you might ask me, how do you know that's what God's saying? That's what He wants. Let's open our hearts to other people. Our hearts and our minds to other people. And automatically we do more for ourselves. So my dear friends, Baruch Hashem, I can say for every one of us here joining the Zoom conference today, they're all Baruch Hashem healthy. We have our spouses, we have our families, we have our siblings. We have what to thank God about. We wake up in the morning, yell, shout, Moda ani lefanecha. Put on a pair of tefillin for 3 minutes and yell out, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. There's nothing wrong with that, because it was God who woke us up this morning. They say by every single funeral that I've been by, at least, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh, right? Thank God every morning. This morning I know we woke up, we're all sitting here looking at each other. God gaveth. What are we giving to God? And what are we giving over to God's people, to society, to someone who needs a hand? That's what we got to think. Each one of us on our level. Some more, some less. But let me tell you something. I said this many times. A life without giving to someone, a life that everything is me and only me and I'm entitled, that's a dry life. It's all dry, and all that matters is external, how I look. It's for other people, and everything I do is for other people. To look, to do, no. You know how many times people will do something great, and they want to make sure I know, and everyone else knows, and everyone knows, and the cousin knows, and there's cousins, pets know, and everyone else has to know. How about, do we ever do something quietly, no one should know about, just for someone else. Let's get one thing in our minds. I hope, in Mirza Hashem, this corona, sharona, whatever you want to call it, this virus, will go by very fast soon. And we'll all be together. But like I said before Pesach, and I said before the last days, and I'm going to say it again, let's not go back to the norm. Let's be better than the norm. Because if we go back to being our old selves, what do we accomplish? This is now a chance. We're all home in quarantine. Self-introspection. Think about how we, each one of us, can do better, can be better. Can live it as a better Jew, who we really are. Where do we come from? You know, just to continue where I left off before the last days, most of us had to say Yizkar. What did we, and I'm not asking this as a question to get answers, but was it just, with a mouth? Or was it something that we thought, where are we really coming from? Where are we going? What are we living for? What are we ready to die for? Let's give it some thought. And let's become better people, because by becoming a better Jew, we're making the world a better place. Not only for us, but you know what we're doing this for? For our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. For the generations that we won't be here anymore. When we look down at them and they'll remember us. And we'll look down and say, we taka left a legacy. We taka left something, Baruch Hashem. It's not all about us. It's about fixing ourselves to fix the world. So I'd like to wish everyone a good Shabbos. A good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Tired of Yiddelach. Good Shabbos to everyone. Keep on smiling and rock and roll with God. Every one of us in our own way. Good Shabbos, everyone. Good Shabbos. May the good news be yours. Sei gesund, everyone. Have a good Shabbos.